just being honest, I got you here. You just ride the wave till you disappear. Unrequited love, I can't take it. Kill me more than once, leave a trail of tears. Often I think we lost it. I need a break. You're the monster inside my closet, scare me away. Everybody goes through it, we don't ever come out the same. Cause you never change. You my little psycho, kiss me in the night glow. Easy to imagine when you always have your eyes closed. We'll be going crazy if you know what I know. Where did all the happy memories go?
Getting better day by day, preparing for a future that I wanna see. There's no one else I'd rather share this with. Nobody knows my imperfections quite as perfectly. You guessed it, it is you that I'm thinking of when we're apart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark. It is true. I give it all, I give my heart. You're my searchlight when I'm in the dark, when I'm in the dark. dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. Oh, I dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me, where you are. Oh, I dream just to be where you are, in a world I can see where you are, though you are meant to be. Wish you're here next to me.
Hello and welcome into the Boise State Esports Arena. You are currently watching our coverage of ECAC Valorant Fall 2022 season, with many talented teams looking to show they are here to stay. Tonight, Boise State will be looking to pick up a win against West Virginia Potomac State. My name is Colby D'Angelo Alway, and I am joined by Mason Asu Frank. And tonight, we've expressed a little bit about how you're excited.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
What specific comps are you looking for from Boise State?
Yeah, so if you guys tuned in last week, we actually played some very unique comps here at Boise State. Last map of the second week of ECAC was a 5 duelist comp. So very, very aggressive, and I think we're going to be able to see a lot more of that aggression today coming from Boise.
So you're hoping for the 5 duelist comp again?
I am. It's unique. I don't think Potomac is going to see it coming, so it's... I'm really curious to see how they are going to deal with it.
I mean, of course they're not going to see it coming. So we do have a little bit about the event before we're going to go ahead and get into Game 1. We are only doing Game 1, the ECAC Collegiate Valorant, 5v5, best of 3, first to 13, and swaps after the 12th round. So, I mean, again, just like I said, we're doing Map 1, Boise State versus West Virginia Potomac. And this is because we have Rocket League later in the semester, and so get super hyped for that and stick around for that. Are there any specific players that you are expecting to pop off tonight?
Oh, I could not say any specific players. Sky had... There's one. Sky was popping off last week. I'd like to see some of that same action coming from his Jet. Smokes dashing in there. Just... some of the most aggression that we've seen on any of the players.
You want to see Jet take some space here tonight?
Absolutely.
So, Doc's keys to the game, which will help Boise State try to pick up this win tonight in Valorant, focus angles, and flank. Know your win condition, count cards / call abilities, and click heads. Doc's keys to the game are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming. Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. To begin your competitive gaming journey, sign up at dropingaming.com.
Going back to those keys, clicking heads is pretty important. I just want to bring that up one more time.
Clicking heads is very important, and one of the main things that you can do with Jet.
Oh, yeah. As soon as those knives come out, pew, pew,
As soon as
right at them.
All you need to be doing is clicking heads to get that clean team wipe. So with that, we are ready to get straight into our first game of Valorant for tonight. So any agents sticking out to you right now?
We're still selecting, but I always like a good Omen. I'm going to be honest. Skies, again, person that I brought up earlier. Really curious what he's going to be able to do with that. Anything you're seeing?
I do think I want to highlight the Omen. What are you expecting to see from the Omen on Haven?
I mean, obviously the TP as soon as we can get the ultimate. Just get into that backline. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened right off the bat, like beginning of the round, just click some heads.
What are you thinking about the Killjoy thinking about down there, Tiger?
You know, I see it and I really like it on defense. I'm not so much of a fan on offense just because you don't get as much utility until you get that bomb plant and then, you know, kind of take over the defense on the offense side once again.
Totally understandable.
Yeah. Seeing an Omen on both sides too. I do like that.
Definitely. There are a couple of agents that are mirrored. Do you want to tell us about what those two offer us?
Are you talking about the Omens or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they don't really supply the most utility for the team other than what? Sorry, I totally lost my use of words there. The smokes, right off the bat. Yeah. Great utility with that, as well as just being able to really take space with Shadow Step. And, you know, I come from Overwatch, so it's a lot like Reaper, a lot of the same style and ability usage there.
So Haven is the only map with 3 sites. In your opinion, which of the 3 sites is the best to push?
I mean, I love pushing C site. You can go through doors or through C long, so you really only have 2 ways to get in unless you go all the way around, which is very unlikely for a push, or for a first push at least. But, you know, if you can get some good setup on smokes and really take over the C-long, you know, just try to get in there.
Do you think if an A push doesn't work, rotating all the way around to C is valid?
I think it's totally valid. You know, the defenders can get to B a lot faster than get to A, so it's really a race against both teams. Like,
and how big of a time commitment is that? Because, like, we got the spike to think about, we got the timer to think about, and that's a lot of the map to cover.
Yeah, and I mean, 45 seconds if they get the plant, but these characters in this game are not the slowest. Like, you can get around the map pretty quickly, even though it is, like, one side to the other. Like, I'm not too concerned about any time limits there. It's pretty easy to rotate. There's a lot of different pathways you can take and such.
Is there a distinct point where you're kind of like, not my favorite to push?
I mean, I personally, just like with my very little experience playing Valorant, not so much as just watching, I always struggled to push B site just because you really have that one opening in the center. It's a very open space. There's a lot of angles that you need to check, a lot of places that people can be hiding, waiting for you, a lot of places that you can hide and wait for people too, but that usually doesn't happen as much on the attacker side.
It'd be kind of weird to, like, be the attacker and already be set up on point and just kind of, like, waiting. So what kinds of situations get you into that place as an attacker?
I mean, first obvious one is planting the bomb. As soon as you can get that down, you are defending the point. So set up in a corner and just wait.
Set up in a corner and wait. And then click heads. I mean, as you mentioned earlier.
Oh, here we got Ririana.
A gift.
This is kind of like first setup round, so we're not seeing, you know, a ton going on here right now just yet.
Not much to buy, just getting ready for what's to come.
Not much to buy, not much to do, discussing some strategy, doing a little bit of knife tricks there.
I do love the knives and cosmetics in this game, though. I have to say that.
So it looks like there was that immediate peek and then back out. Some of the members of the team have found each other. We see BSU Aldim kind of running around. They've definitely found people in the smoke. It looks like Boise State is on site A.
Pushing back. This is the aggression that I was talking about earlier.
Boise State is just going in. We're gonna see that spike planted, initiated, planted. It looks like right now Boise State is up 2. Now they just have to find that solo member of Potomac.
And Skies with the 3K really just saved Alden's skin right there.
So we're definitely gonna have to watch Clempod over there in future rounds because that stopped a lot of advance. It looks like they're trying to get an off angle on Boise State, come from somewhere where they're not.
Oh.
But we were ready. Skies was ready for that.
Yeah, I mean, really, Clement in that point just didn't have much to lose. No buys, so if you can take out a person and get an extra off point, that's really all you need.
And everybody was super weak on the side of Boise State at the end of that.
No, that's right. Everyone got a little bit of poke.
So, walk me through a little bit how Boise State's looking in terms of eco. I mean, we have a round, but it wasn't as clean as we maybe would have liked.
No, we do have a soft buy here, though. We got a couple guns. I think this is a Guardian here that Skies is holding on to, and as we've seen before, Skies just has amazing aim. Is really good with that Guardian, just hitting those heads right into the smoke. J-Bag.
Both teams are kind of trying to find each other, looking around. Ooh, Tiger has been found by Alden. They're immediately sniped out. It looks like exchanging some blows, exchanging some things. It looks like Alden's going to get that spike planted as the remaining members of Boise State are just picking up a limbs. Potomac down to 2.
One enemy remaining.
Bird did get a pick, but Skies is always there waiting.
I mean, what are you going to do at that point, Fern? I mean, they're approaching you around the corner, totally understandable. So now Boise State, 2 rounds. Is this the point where you think they can maybe start to snowball?
Oh, yeah. I mean, good economy. If we decide to buy here, which it looks like we don't need to buy much, a lot of people didn't die there, so good weapons coming in. And it's just that aggression that Potomac is really having a hard time just like getting used to. It seems like before they're even ready, Boise State is pincering them on a point.
Before they're even ready, one of them's been eliminated.
And here once again,
Looks like as we go in there, we're kind of seeing some people walk around. It looks like the fight's going to take place on A. That does seem to be where Boise State is setting up here. It looks like Aldim does not actually does see those couple of members is going to end up taking out Bird in the middle of Boise State, but they're still in open. Bird is watching that point, is going to go down to Aldim, but is going to take out Ririana first.
I'm loving these judge plays too.
Hey, look, waiting around the corner for somebody to come on attack. Just like you were talking about earlier.
You know what they say, attack is the new defense.
Attack is the It looks like Skies is trying to find a way, or Sky, excuse me, Sky is trying to find a way in, and they found one on the Skies, interestingly enough. And then they're gonna end up going down. What do you think that Sky can do to kind of like stop Boise State?
To stop Boise State, or, you know, I think a lot of it just comes into raw aim right now. It's, you know, been very low economy being the first 3 rounds. Potomac is finally able to get some buys here. So I think this is going to be the first like real round that we need to be looking out for.
Definitely. So if you're a Potomac fan, this is going to be the round where people start trying to kind of flip and switch as Boise State is going in. It looks like we're scoping out point A. Scott, ooh, Boise State already up 2. That's going to be hard for Potomac to recover from.
Senator really just walked out there and said hello.
Walked out there, said hello. Aldim's going to go ahead and take out the enemy Sky. Ooh, Tiger and Doozy get some eliminations, but Skies is going to pick both of them up immediately after that. That is a triple kill immediately after for Skies at the end there.
And Skies is still holding on to that ultimate. I was really hoping that we'd see right at the beginning of a round just TP into their spawn and take 3 out.
Ooh. I mean, maybe this round.
Yeah, we did see him trade a lot last round. Last week in the ECAC. So I think as soon as Potomac can really notice what he's doing. I think we'll be seeing more trades for one-on-one instead of like one-on-two, one-on-three that have been the past couple of rounds.
It's like both teams are kind of searching for each other. We see Boise State looking like they're doing a split AC push right now.
Oh, maybe I'll come into A now?
Oh, yeah, well, Bird's gonna take somebody. Oh, no! And then Skies is gonna take somebody out. Both of these owners putting in work right now. Aldim and Skies putting in some more work. Aldim is gonna go ahead and place that spike. And, I mean, number 4 up at the top there is gonna get found out pretty immediately by Skies.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Skies, but Aldim also just been... There we go. Round's over. Just that fast. But as I was saying, Aldim is getting so much utility out of his abilities here and just really helping Skies be aggro.
And you know what? Boise State doesn't win the round if Aldim doesn't plant the spike.
That is true.
So, I mean, there's that, too.
That's the resident spike planter.
What sorts of agents do you want to be the spike planter?
Usually the duelists are the fastest. I'd like to see them rush onto point as controllers can, you know, kind of take some more of the space and, oh, game crashed. Yeah, so, sorry, got a little off track there. But, yeah, I'd like to see the controllers kind of take the space and then allow the duelists to come in and get that bomb plant in and then, you know, set up offense, defense.
Is there a point in Valorant, because it looks Boise State has won a number of rounds, almost uncontested. Is there a point in Valorant where you feel like somebody's so many rounds up, it's kind of maybe a GG go next map?
You know, in Valorant, it's kind of, you can kind of feel that way sometimes if you have a low economy and it's just, oh, I feel like I need to half buy, I need to do like a soft buy here and then just, you know, push the problem onto later while the other team could, you know, have a full armor, like full weapons and just, you can't really, you feel very weak against it. And sometimes you just need to understand that, yeah, I need to kind of give up on a couple of rounds to build up my economy and get the money to buy the utility that I need. And then it becomes an even playing field again. So sometimes you can get like brought down. It feels like a snowball, but in a couple rounds, it's anybody's game once again.
So we are still waiting for one of Potomac's players to reconnect into this. And when what are the best situations for soft buy versus no buy versus going all in?
Yeah, I would just like to say first, I am in no way as good as our Valorant team here. So if they know something that I don't, it is above me. But I would say that it's kind of similar to CSGO if anybody out there has been playing that game back in the day. You know, second round, usually, yeah, you know, back in the day, it's been a minute, but.
Oh, it looks like we've gotten back into game. So this is point A, it looks like, where the engage is going to be happening. Boise State approaching. They're going to take out Cathod. Bird is going to take out. And that was our spike carrier. Daimyo's also going to take out Ren. So it looks like Boise State is up 2. Pretty hard to come back from if you're Potomac.
One enemy
Looks
remaining.
like Bird is gone. I guess I got nothing to say.
Oh, and so is Doozy immediately after that. 0-6. So some of these ultimates are coming online. Do you expect any of them to be used this round?
I'm always happy to see a Raze rocket get launched into anybody's face. It looks like Boise State has one right now. The Omen ult, of course, is always very fun just to jump into the back line. Killjoy 2 is up right now. I don't know if we should expect it this round or not, just because it feels like Potomac's just been caught off guard every round for whatever reason by Boise State here.
Looks like Boise State's trying to do it again. As they go in hard and fast on point A with a single member looking at point B. Ooh, Bird's gonna be first blood, Rihanna. It looks like J-Bag is going in. Those are those rockets that you were talking about.
And there we go.
There it is. Not quite in somebody's face, but cross point.
They didn't even see it coming.
It looks like Boise State is hunting the remaining members down. Ooh, Burn gets a couple of eliminations for their time.
Yeah, let's give some credit to Bird here, where it is due. Right, we're seeing kills in the kill feed. We just honestly aren't seeing much else from the rest.
So you definitely want to highlight. I also want to highlight. I also want to highlight Burn in there as well. They feel like they're a player that's doing a lot of work. I mean, they got even kind of pinned against that corner there. Burn was able to get the double kill.
Yeah, and honestly, trading 2 for 1 is something that Potomac has been struggling with a little bit in these early rounds.
Grenade's gonna come out. We see that smoke. Lots of smoke walls.
Oh, J-Bag.
J-Bag is a weak 33 HP and a dream, doing some knife tricks as they kind of run away into the hallway there. It looks like Boise State is spread out between points B and C, so the remaining members from Potomac are rotating from A. Ooh, Boise State up 2.
I've never seen such a clean headbutt. Oh, and there's the result.
That was in somebody's face.
That was. I'm happy with it. You know, it's not the person I wanted it to be. It's not the team that I wanted it to be on, but I can't complain. Oh.
Look at that fire array right there. Oh. Gonna find him and take him down.
Oh, no. Doozy does take out J-Bag here.
So now, Doozy is just the final. Oh, they take out more than just J-Bag. They're gonna take out down all team as well.
Might be too late now. Oh.
Just barely too late. Doozy had a nice in there, took
Doozy
Boise State completely off guard. What do you think set up Doozy to be able to do that?
I really think that just, you know, taking space with the ultimate is what they needed to do there, and let them push on to point. You know, it's the aggression that Boise State's been putting up, and Doozy is acting like a Boise State player and, you know, dishing out what they're serving.
So it does look like as we go in here, it looks like Boise State is maybe setting up for an A push? No! Aldim is going far C.
Alone.
J-Bag's immediately going to get taken out on A. That is Boise State down 1 for the first time this series.
I'm really curious if Aldim's going to be able to sneak onto that point.
They're thinking about it, but I believe that's Clam just watching that
still.
sight line. Ooh, Boise
go.
State now down 2. This is going to be really difficult for the remaining 2 members. Rihanna and Aldim have a very tall task ahead of them.
Rihanna's going to have to run back over to C before the rest of the Potomac players can notice that they're, not on A.
Player standing.
Clemcod was watching that the whole time. I do have to say, Rihanna is pulling that out, gonna try to get the clutch against 4.
Oh.
Gonna miss that first shot, gonna get the second one, gonna get the third, gonna get the fourth. Yes! That's what we're looking for. Here's the clutch, trying to come out from Boise. It is Rihanna!
What a clutch!
So that puts us at 0-9. What do you think that clutch gave Boise State?
Some really big egos. Rihanna is happy right now, I can tell.
Rihanna's having a great time. They were like, everything went exactly to plan watching this highlight.
Ooh.
We see them commit the ultimate going in there and then miss the first shot, get this, but then that's the only shot that they miss going in.
And just recognizing that you're not going to be able to get a close shot with the operator there and switching over to the, what was that, the Vandal?
Mm-hmm.
Rihanna's just making it his point.
Well, Rihanna's going to go down there, so that is Boise State's clutch potential just down. Boise State is down 1 right now, so we need to do more than trade.
You know, maybe if I stop praising our players, they'll feel like they got to do a little more work.
Ooh, we see a little bit of a shootout between Daimyo and
Oh.
Ooh, Burn is going to be the one that takes that in the bag there. That is Boise State now down 2.
Senator really saw the opportunity there, though.
Oh, Scotch is up on top. Going to take out the enemy and going to take out Burn. Not able to get the third one. This is Aldim as the last one standing, getting the spike planted.
It's okay. Aldim has done these before.
There takes them.
Sometimes you need it just to get his way.
We see the ultimate coming out. We found one. Somebody's been found. We heard that voice line. It looks like Aldim's going to try for the clutch around this corner. Knows where they're at. Ooh, he's not able to get that long range. So, what do you think has been going right for Potomac these past couple of rounds? Because they've been closer.
Don't even start that.
You know, they really have just been capitalizing on Boise State splitting up. A cute little face in the wall. Boise State splitting up and really feeling like their players can do whatever they want.
So maybe it's time to reel it in a little bit, Boise State.
I will say Potomac has been showing a lot more synergy in these past few rounds than Boise State has. I think they're getting a little complacent, being 9-1.
They definitely have a lot of room for error, but complacency is not what you want in a competitive team. So it looks like Boise State is setting up for... They're looking at B.
Found one.
Okay. Clem just making sure no one was on C. Didn't look like it.
Fully understandable. We see Tired going down, being first. Blood Daimyo there. Ririana looking for their way in on that chamber. We see, it looks like the first fight, B, Zach Doozy is going to go down. That is Boise State up 2, now 3.
Oh, Bird. Oh, Bird gets through, and that Sky's down.
Wow, so now Boise State is only up 1, whereas they were up 3 before, and some of the remaining members are pretty weak. Bird, the danger has been neutralized. Now it is just Clem. Gonna see what they can do.
And they know
They can
Clem's
actually do
position.
a lot. 2v3.
J-Bag is being a little silly.
Last player standing.
That's kind of what you get.
This just comes down for a 1v1 duel. We're gonna see what Clem Cod can do. I don't think they know where All Dim is as they set up for the defuse.
Oh, barely.
I'll find you.
Barely gonna get that through the wall. Oh my gosh.
Last round before the switch.
So as we just heard last round before the switch, what are you thinking about on Boise State's defense? We see just through the wall. How?
I think Boise State might have a harder time with their composition setting up the defense. They don't have as much utility with smokes and such. I mean, they have the Omen, but you can really, you know, I'd like to see those utilities being used more for the retake on a point than the initial defense. But at the same time, Potomac's got that Killjoy who probably is not going to have the easiest time on attack.
So it looks like right now, members are kind of split up. We're going to see Skies take down Clem Cod first. That is Boise State up 1. And 1-10. Potomac can't afford to lose this round as All Dim is going to plant the spike, and there's only 1 remaining member for Potomac.
Bird made me so sad there. I've been waiting for a good Omen ultimate, and it just got caught off. They want these knives.
I'm a little bit curious as to what that was. It looks like Doozy's kind of...
Oh, this is exactly what it was. This is the second knife of the night. I like to see it.
Definitely cost them one of their
Switching
members, though. But when you're up 1-11, you can afford to lose.
And when it's last round of the, or last round of the side.
Yep.
Let's see what they're looking at. Really strong on A side. Looks like Potomac might be walking over to A as well, so not a bad call.
State's kind of thinking about it. We do have that chamber over there checking out B and C, trying to figure out where people are pushing, but it looks like there's going to be a pretty hard A push from Potomac.
Yeah, and you know, I'm really curious what the statistics are of, like, in all time, what point is, like, attacked the most often? You know what I mean?
That does make sense.
J-Bag.
It looks like Doozy's going to go down.
J-Bag.
J-Bag, taking him down. Brent Doozy. Bird is going to take down 2, though. That is Boise State, even with Potomac State. Potomac has got to do something this round, and it looks like as All Dim is just racking up those kills.
That is the real
That's almost
Boise State
it.
aggression that we've been watching all night, and I think that just summarizes what all of these rounds have been so far. Give or take 1.
Give or take. Are you including the knife round in that?
Oh, absolutely. I love a good knife round. An axe round, too.
So, it does look like 1-12 Potomac. Are you liking their odds?
Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'd like to see.
Oh my gosh.
I'd like to see a little bit of a
Spike down, mid.
comeback. Drop Boise State's ego just a little bit, if possible. Oh, Skies can't get in there.
Okay. Daniel looks like they've committed a little bit too hard to the knives. They are going to get taken down. Clemcod is going to go down to Skies as well. Not with a knife.
Ooh, Senator.
Ooh.
Saw that one coming.
Careful now.
That was a beautiful flick. Just heard him, immediately looked over and bopped him. And it looks like Doozy's actually going to get the plant. And Skies is 1v2 right now.
Yeah, and keeping both the Rays and the
We're
Phoenix.
doing a little bit of trolling here.
It doesn't even matter. It's 2-12.
So, Boise State now might be the time to take it back and get back on your real strategies and not keep attempting to get the knife kills.
I think it's more so the strategized aggression instead of just being aggro and inting, bloodlust.
Because there is a very distinct difference between pressing W with intention and just pressing W. And what we're seeing is just a whole lot of W and not a lot else, as Daimyo is going to go down, putting Boise State down 1, 2-12. Now down 2. Clemcod's going to take out Aldim as well. Skies is trying to put in some work. It looks like Rihanna's down as well. This is Boise State still down 2, even as they get a single elimination. Now another J-Bag is popping off. J-Bag wants this to be over. It looks like Skies is now 1v2.
Skies has seen this situation before, though.
One enemy remaining.
Now it's just 1v1. And we do see that smoke come out. Tiger is so weak, and Skies has a full health bar to work with. I think this might go the round of Boise State.
Oh.
There it is!
One bullet to the head is all it takes.
Now we will see if they can get the defuse on the bomb. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, but it looks like Skies is still going.
Skies is having a lovely time with that.
Clutch.
Fantastic.
And there's the game.
So, Boise State Esports is always looking for talented players, production, and broadcasters. Top talent, along with good grades and eligibility, can earn scholarships as well. Sign up today by visiting boisestate.edu/esports for more information. So, final thoughts on that Valorant game before we move into our scheduled Rocket League at 7.
You know, I don't want to say that I called it, but the aggression was there, and I may have brought it up before we started.
Oh, definitely. We do a little bit of trolling here.
We do a little bit of trolling. That's the Boise State way. That's how we do it here.
That's fair. It did cost us several rounds, though. So I will say we were punished, as we should have been, for doing a little bit of trolling.
I do like to say, though, primary goal, win. Secondary goal, make the most fun out of it as you can.
Definitely. And we do have some replays from that game, so there's definitely like a lot of highlight reel content that we were seeing. I mean, we saw some clutches, we saw some 3Ks, 4Ks. It looks like Bird is going to be one of the first on our highlight reel, taking out Daimyo. And then, this was a fantastic teleport just up to the high ground. Enemy Omen saw him, but Skies was able to get the double elimination and then fell to Tiger, but traded for 2.
A two trade is good. I'd take that.
This is so good.
Oh, this is the play.
This is the play. Rihanna knew what they were doing. They knew where they were all coming from. Is going to miss that first shot. Not going to miss any after.
I almost want to say if Senator was a little faster there, it really could have gone another way.
Definitely, because Rihanna was kind of like looking straight down main, right? And wasn't ready for that right-hand flank. And it looks like Aldim this is the Aldim play where they go around the corner and they get...
Yes, the Phoenix. Pull out that axe.
You don't ever have to stop. You don't ever have to stop firing with that gun.
Oh, and here's some doozy. They really wanted these knives.
They really did want those knives, and because of that, Doozy got a place in our highlight reel.
I remember one more. Oh, yep, there they are.
Yeah, there they are.
Oh!
All 3 of them just pinning Doozy in the
J-Bag
corner.
really just came out of nowhere.
Sure did, straight from behind him. As we go in here, J-Bag is setting up, gonna get that double elimination, then get taken down themselves. Bird says, I can also get a double elimination, and now we are over on Sky's perspective. No, Aldims, as they get the third double elimination.
Let's give a little bit of credit to Rariana there. Got the final pick on that last one, but
definitely
that was pretty much all of them.
There was some pretty even trades kind of going in. So before we kind of like go back and come back with Rocket League, do you have any final thoughts on that Valorant match?
Yeah, I am very impressed with how Boise State played. I love seeing us win, but at the same time, I know that there are so many mistakes that we did not call out there that a higher caliber team would have taken the opportunity and just wiped out Boise State. So I'm looking forward to the day that we finally have a game that Boise State is challenged.
So do you think, so you don't think that Boise State would be able to play like this against perhaps somebody else?
Absolutely not. I do think that as soon as they feel like they are going to win, Boise State Valorant players get a little trolly.
We do a little trolling here.
We do a little
just
trolling.
A little. And I mean, just leaving the enemy team with 2, that was nice. So we are going to go back, but stick around because there will be Rocket League action after this.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.